Before the finest fiber in the world becomes a product, it lives, breathes, and grazes at the roof of the earth.
Hundreds of animals, guided by the same hands that will carefully harvest their fleece just hours from now.
Each animal is assessed by hand, fiber density, staple length, and condition, determining which fleece will grade as royal, baby, or standard.
The shearing handpiece moves with years of muscle memory. One wrong stroke and premium fiber becomes waste. Skirting removes everything that doesn't belong. Only the clean blanket fleece moves forward.
3.2 kilograms.
Weight, fineness, color, contamination, 4 criteria graded in under 30 seconds by hands that have done this 10,000 times.
By midday, the harvest is sealed and weighed to saffing, and the fiber begins its journey down from the plateau. Every kilogram is logged before it leaves the farm trail. Traceability begins here, at the tailgate.
The same road the fiber has traveled for generations, downward, toward the machines that will transform it.
47 kilometers of asphalt separate raw fiber from the first machine it will ever touch.
Every farm's harvest converges here, weighed, logged, and consolidated before the long haul to the mill.
Weight, origin, grade, quantity. The manifest that travels with this fiber will follow it all the way to the finished product. Sealed, climate-controlled, and manifested, the fiber from 100 different animals now travels as one consolidated load. The last kilometers of road, beyond this exit, raw fiber meets industrial precision for the first time.
The gate opens only for verified loads. Every kilogrammer is expected.
40,000 square meters of controlled environment pond built around a single purpose, turning raw fiber into finished product.
40,000 square meters of controlled environment, built around a single purpose, turning raw fiber into finished product.
Sieving is not a formality. It is the facility's first quality checkpoint, and nothing moves forward without sign-off.
Inside the mill, every surface, every corridor, every door serves the fiber horn, protecting it from the moment it enters to the moment it leaves.
In receiving storage, every sack has a position, timestamp, and a destination. The mill's digital nervous system tracks it all.
The fiber that began the day frozen on the plateau is now under controlled light, about to meet the hands that will prepare it for the machine.
The sorting room is where human judgment still outperforms every machine. Hands that have graded fiber for decades read quality in seconds.
Every lock of fiber tells a story. Crimp frequency, staple length, and luster, all visible to the trained eye under this light.
The sorting room produces as much waste as it produces product, a tate. That separation is precisely the point.
Color is not cosmetic in alpaca fiber. It determines every downstream dyeing option and commands price premiums of up to 40%.
Every batch that leaves sorting carries its identity, weight, grade, color, and origin locked to it from this moment forward.
Beyond the sorting room door, the fiber meets water for the first time stowing, and everything changes.
55 degrees Celsius, hot enough to dissolve decades of lanolin, cool enough to leave every fiber scale intact.
5 troughs, 5 stages, each one pulling more impurity from the fiber, moving it closer to its true natural color. And Poland. Nothing is wasted in a modern scouring line. The lanolin stripped from alpaca fleece becomes raw material.
Nothing is wasted in a modern scouring line. The lanolin stripped from alpaca fleece becomes raw material for cosmetics, lubricants, and pharmaceuticals.
Clean fiber holds light differently bone. What emerged from the plateau gray yellow now carries the natural luminosity that makes alpaca worth its price.
4 minutes at 800 RPM removes 80% of the water stains. What enters saturated emerges merely damp, ready for the dryer.
The drying tunnel gives back what the wash took away. Controlled warmth that opens the fiber, restores its loft, and prepares it for carding.
14% residual moisture, the precise threshold where alpaca fiber is dry enough to card without static, damp enough to card without breakage.
The carding room transforms everything that came before it, and here, individual fibers become...
Consistent feed rate is everything in carding.
Too much fiber and the web tears. Too little and the sliver runs thin.
10,000 wire points per square centimeter, working simultaneously to separate every fiber from every other, aligning them all in one direction.
From thousands of individual fiber locks, the card produces one continuous thing, a sliver with no beginning, no end, and no interruption.
Carding opens and aligns Millie. Combing refines and perfects, removing the last short fibers and producing the true top that premium spinning demands.
The noble comb makes a ruthless distinction. Fibers long enough to spin into luxury yarn pass through.
Drawing combines 8 imperfect slivers into one perfect one. Each pass through the drafting rollers, bringing the fiber closer to the yarn it will become. Roving is the fiber's final preparation, attenuated to near yarn fineness, given just enough twist to survive the journey to the spinning frame.
9,600 spindles, each one converting drafted roving into yarn through the oldest mechanical.
The overhead rail system never stops, a continuous circuit of preparation and delivery that keeps every spinning position supplied without interruption.
End piecing is the human constant in automated spinning, a skill refined over years that no machine has yet replaced at this scale.
Doffing is a synchronized performance. 4 workers, 800 positions, 4 minutes. Precision that keeps the spinning frame's downtime measured in seconds.
The autoconer transforms a fragile cop into a commercial cone, removing every fault, every weak point, producing a
Two-for-one twisting takes single yarn and binds it into something stronger still. The twist angle locked in here.
Stove setting is air-reversed. 45 minutes of saturated heat locks every twist in place, so the yarn.
The final cone package is not just a container. Its winding geometry, tension, and weight are engineered.
The hank carries something the cone cannot. A visual promise of softness, an invitation to touch.
Biofinishing is invisible in the final product, but the customer will feel its absence the first time an untreated garment pills after washing.
Nothing leaves the finishing room without a supervisor's physical sign-off, and the stamp on that checklist carries every. Nothing leaves the finishing room without a supervisor's physical sign-off, and the stamp on that checklist carries every.
The transition from production to quality control is a crossing from noise into silence then, from process into proof.
In the laboratory, the batch number becomes a test record. Every instrument reading, every pass or
8.4 microns, finer than the finest cashmere, measured not by hand or eye, but by light passing through 10,000 individual fibers.
A single fiber, thinner than a human hair, measured to the 10th of a centinewton, because strength micro level.
Color consistency is not about beauty, it is about predictability. A delta E of 0.4 means this batch will dye identically to every batch before it.
Skater asks a simple question on behalf of every future customer. Will this fiber survive the washing machine with its dimensions and color intact?
4.5 out of 5 trim, a pilling rating that justifies every premium this fiber commands, from the farm gate to the retail floor.
One signature, backed by 48 hours of laboratory testing, releases a batch worth tens of thousands of dollars to the next stage of its journey.
Batch 2247, released to packaging line. Batch 2247, approved, released, and moving.
The packaging floor wakes up for one reason. A batch has been approved, and from this moment, speed and precision must match each other perfectly.
The label is the fiber's introduction to the world. Every detail on it earned through every process that came before it.
The hank in its retail presentation is designed to sell itself, the fiber's natural luster doing the work that no marketing copy could replicate.
Every pallet leaves the packaging floor carries the same story. Raw fiber harvested at altitude. And this is how modern factories produce Royal Grade Alpaca wool products. From the frozen